everyone. Good evening, good afternoon, good morning, wherever you're watching from around the world. How many people did we have in the chat there? It was lovely, putting all the messages on. Lots of new names too. Well, if you're new here, let me just quickly explain. My name is Stuart and I run my shop, The Woolpatch, a lovely little yarn shop in Long Melford, Suffolk, UK. And I've been doing that for, 7 years now. And I've just pushed my button and my button's not working. How good is that, Fizz? That's a good start. There we are. Let's try that. Oh dear. I've been doing that for 7 years now, would you believe? And absolutely love it. And this show here is basically a chance to show off what is going in and around the shop. Showing off new yarns, new products, talking about what I'm doing in the shop, and lots of things. But I know many of you keep coming back. You know what the show's about, don't you? If you don't, also in the chat here, because it's a live show, we have producer Fizz. You'll know, there she is. That's her little, she's a gold W. Look at that. And I see loads of W's here and loads of new W's. That means you're a shop supporter and you've joined the channel and you actually subscribe. And that means an awful lot because it's like you coming into the shop, because I know many of you watch the show from around the world and you can't really buy something from the shop because you're miles away. So this way, joining the channel is like you coming into the shop buying a ball of wool once a month, which is wonderful. And boy, does it help at this time of year when many, many people stop knitting. I don't see many people walking to the shop. I have my knit and natters, but seeing general customers during the day is sometimes far and few between. So YouTube really helps, and that's why we're developing this. And boy, it's way more fun doing this than writing a newsletter and getting that through your email. But yes, Fizz is there in the chat. She responds to a lot of the messages, but what she also does is she's talking in my ear. She helps to keep me on track, tells me if things go wrong, but more importantly, she backs up what I talk about with links. If you see something you like, you can guarantee there'll be a link for it. So you never have to write, where can we find that? Or what do I do? Because she'll have already done it before you've even thought of writing it. She's that quick. There'll be links for everything, and she always guides you through the show. So if you don't know what's coming up next, it will come up along the bottom. Because boy, do we squeeze a lot in an hour, and it will be an hour. It's got to be an hour, because at 8:30 on the dot, we launched Lavenham Blue Collection. Yeah, absolutely. It's had its special pre-orders for the subscribers, the channel subscribers, but it then gets open to the whole world at 8:30 tonight. Now, we're going to have a little bit of fun with this because we've prepared a little clock. Like I need a little extra to keep me on target. So Fizz has got a special 25-minute countdown because it's nearly 5 minutes past already. So with a touch of a button, not by me, but by Fizz, who is in California, yeah, that's technology for you. There it is. We're going to put 25 minutes on the clock and we're going to do our usual show. Let me just show you the show. What have we got coming up? Here we go. Let's, if my button works, which, yeah, there we go. So as you already saw, because Fizz told you, look at it. The SAL jumper, my Pride jumper, as I call it. Then at 8:20, we've got Cole LINENDALE. But before then, we always have a bit of fun with Guess of the Year, don't we? 8:15 is Guess of the Year. 8:30, after we've launched Lavenham Blue, we've got the gallery with all your amazing makes. Then we're going to look at my whips. There's no news this month. We're just going to show you my whips because I've got quite a few of them. Then we've got the charts. And then the chickens. And the chicken, look, there's margaritas here from Germany and another one at the back. And, oh, right, it's 5 past. So here we go. Fizz just told me we've got to start the clock. So we're going to do a little countdown from 3, and then that means 25 minutes to go. So 3, 2, 1, start that clock, Fizz, and count down. So get ready. Get ready for 8:30. 30 hanks for you all to get. That's all there is, because 20 have gone for the channel subscribers first. Remember, it's the 2024 collection. That's from Hadley, just down the road. I sourced the sheep from Roz's amazing farm. I sent it off up to Bridlington where Paul spun it, and it came back and I've dyed it. It's a double knit this year. That is the Lavenham Blue 2024 collection, and it's 100% Rylands. If you want to find out more about it, I'm going to post a video later on, which is the small snippet that I showed on last month's live, telling you all about it. But anyway, here we go. It's Pride Month, as you all know, and we're going to celebrate with my Pride jumper. So take a look at this. Now, this actually contains the first Pride jumper that Irene knitted for me in 2022, which was bright orange and this colour. But a customer loved it so much, I sold it to them. So I thought I'd wait a couple of years and say to Irene, do you fancy knitting it again? And she went, oh yeah, but I don't want to do it in orange. So I said, okay, we'll go a bit more discreet. So I gave her grey. But on this video, you're going to get to see both of them because I tried to recreate what I did. So enjoy seeing the SAL Pride Raglan Jumper. How cool is that? And I'm just, what I like about having that little break is I can get to look at the chat and see what's going on. And thanks very much, Karen. I can imagine that's a tough job, Stuart, keeping you on track. Well, and we even tech it too. But that worked a treat. I was pleased with that. And yes, hey, Jennifer, she absolutely is. And I was just chatting. I said, what's an MOD? I was thinking, is that something new, like a CEO, chief executive? Is that something even higher? And then Fizz just said to me, no, it's just moderator. Oh, brilliant. So there we go. Let us know in the chat what you prefer. Are you an orangey or a grey? Which one? Or are you both? We'll give you 3. That's way more fun than doing a poll and pinning it to the top. So are you orangey, are you grey, or are you both? And Lois already saying, there's orangey, yes. Oh, look, Dinky said, I like both versions. Sue says both are great. The rainbow stands out more on the grey. Well, that's why I thought we'd go for it as well, because as it's that time of month as well. But Margaret loves the grey. It is wonderful. Let me tell you about it, because you can knit this if you want to. It's part of a book that came out with Colour Lab, and the pattern book is called Life in Colour. I think it is, Fizz, isn't it? Fizz, Life in Colour. Fizz will post the link as always. That will take you to my site where you can buy the book, but she'll also post the link to the individual pattern. So if you actually just want to make the SAL and none of the other ones in the Life in Colour, you can. So you can just buy the SAL download and you can have it. So this is it. The picture there is what he is wearing in the book. Now, that's a bit boring, isn't it? And that's the thing I find with blokes knits, and other blokes, let us know, because I know we've got quite a few here. We've got Kiwi James in there, I can see. Jimbo too, who's not here. He's down in Dover. Is it nice and warm down in Dover? Because it's stunning sunshine here. I do find it's a bit like gym clothes as well, that they just make for us men navy, grey, and olive or khaki. Now, whilst I love those colours, can we not just be represented in a different way, like we can wear colour? So look at that, him there wearing the blue, which is lovely, but a white top, this lovely effect. Don't know what was going on. So that's when I thought we can make this more fun. We can knit it with the solid colour, like you can see there, from Colour Lab, which is a wonderful collection of West Yorkshire Spinners British wool, 100% wool. But you can see the stripy ones at the top. This is their best stripy one. It's just called Technicolor. And you can see the sizes for the SAL there. Now, I'm a 42-inch chest. I've been pushing the pecs hard at the gym. But if you look at the actual size there, you can see it's way bigger. So if I was going for a 40-42, technically that would be medium. But then look at the actual size below. For some reason, they've only put it in centimetres, not the inches. But you can see there that medium would have been 102 to 107 centimetres. 40 to 42, but the actual size when it's finished is 117. So you can already see there that it's got nearly 10 to 15 centimeters or 4 to 6 inches of positive ease. So it would have been a lot of extra slack. So I made that decision, because I like my jumpers a little bit tighter, to go down to the small. Because I know that then that 10 to 15 centimetres of positive ease is going to be eaten up a little, and I might only have 5 centimetres left. And I think you can see that. I'm just going to stand up. So there is a little bit of ease there, but on the chest, it's a nice close fit. And the arm, just a little bit if you pull, but it's not excess where it's baggy. So that's something to look out for if you are knitting in general. Look for the actual size, not the size that originally it says, because that's the ease in it and how much positive ease. And some people like the positive ease, so it doesn't matter. But for many, that positive ease can be quite a lot. We've found in the shop, the Rowan can actually have an awful lot of positive ease. So a lot of our customers now know to go down 1, if not 2 sizes of whatever it is that Rowan's doing, because they don't want all that ease. So there we go. It's a lovely range. It's British wool. It's completely washable, but it's not a super wash. So you can put it in 40-degree cool wash and under a wool wash settings. I don't know how they do it. I might have to ask them, actually. But there we go. So that's the SAL, a fantastic Pride jumper. We've used Technicolor at the top, which is way more fun, isn't it, than boring one there. Oh, that way. I've got to do it that way. The white one, isn't it? So if you've used Colour Lab, pop it in the chat too, because it's always great. That's the beauty of this live chat. We get instant results, and we try and balance the live chat with you at home who are watching on catch up, because you don't want to do the entire show to the live chatters, because many of you watch on catch up. So I hope this show also works to you who are watching 2 or 3 days later, or whenever you choose to. But if you do watch it on catch up, the chat can really inform the show. So let us know if you've used Colour Lab, and we can put that in. Let's go back to who's an orangey or who's a grayer. Mary says you're a both. Good to see you, Mary. We've had lots of emails this week, haven't we? Great to have you here. Really good. Jill, you like the grey better. There we go. That's what I was thinking. It's Master of Determination. That's what MOD stands for. Hey, April, lovely to have you with us. Is a both. Oh, James, it is lovely down in Dover. That's good. Oh yes, they're all the ones from Fizz, all the links there too. But if you like British wool, it's not soft merino, but it is, it softens with a wool wash too, like a Yuki lamb. But I love it. And it's boiling hot here. And actually, I have got a jumper because I was going to change, but I thought, well, this will be a test of wool. It is keeping me cool too, allowing me to breathe. Come back at 5 to 9 and we'll see how much sweat I've got. Oh dear. Right, so yes, you've seen Guess the Year is coming up now. This is our little 2 minutes of fun. If you're new, which I know many of you are, I'm going to show a little video montage of it. Sometimes it's a picture of a pattern, sometimes it's a make that someone's worn, sometimes it's TV, entertainment, sort of cultural based garment, for example, and we have to guess the year. Well, because it's Pride, it made sense to sort of keep on topic with that. So you're going to see a picture, you've got to work out when it first came about, and it's the Pride flag. Have a look. So there we go. When did the original rainbow flag make its debut at the San Francisco Gay Freedom Day Parade celebration? Pop it in the chat. We'll see who gets it right. Who knows? Some of you... 12, what's that? 13 minutes left till Lavenham Blue. Oh dear, it's brilliant. Let's keep me well on track. So when is the date? Who knows? Have a guess. It's just for fun. You don't win a prize or anything. Sue, 1980. Or let's just move that down a tad. There we go. Margaret going for 1978. Lois also 1978. Hope you two aren't cheating. 1979 from Karen. Come on, type it into the chat. You've got a minute. Oh no, you've got 20 seconds left for that. 1984 for Jan. 1977. All good years this. No one's put 1976. That's a special year. 1994, Julie. Come on. I'll give you a couple of seconds longer as I'm feeling generous, as I'm on time. What do you think it is? When did the original rainbow flag make its debut? And this is the original one. It's developed over time to incorporate more groups of people, and it's changed. It's added the colours. We've got the pale blue. We've got the pink for trans. We've got black. We've got, oh, I forget all the other. I think we've got circle in there now too, haven't we? 1994 from Julie. The original Pride had a pink stripe. Oh, did it? Oh, so this is not the original one. Oh no, it was before they went to this. Didn't they say they changed it? Did they put the blue and the pink together to make violet or something like that? Oh, I'm sure Kiwi James will tell us. Michelle says 1985. Good to see you, Michelle. We are sitting next to... You're supposed to be separate, 2 meters apart, isn't it? It's like an exam. Oh, brilliant. I love it. And even Fizz found that. I could hear a chuckling in my ear. Right, the answer is... Oh, we've got that coming up. That's all right. There we go. See, perfectly timed, Fizz. That was great. 1978. So Lois and Margaret, well done. Even though you both cheated, we'll let you off. We'll let you off. Anyone else get it? No. If you got it at home on catch up, brilliant. Well done. If you didn't get it, better luck next time. I've got Fizz chuckling in my ear. She's getting button happy. Oh, yes, Karen, 1 year out. Good old Ken Bruce, hey. So let's talk to you about a new yarn that we've got in the shop. Now, you know my feelings, if you've watched me over the many years I've been doing this, about summer yarn in the shop, or summer yarn in general. I learned my lesson quite quickly when the reps came around in my first year and they said, yeah, right, you need to get some summer yarns, get the cottons in, get the linens in. Well, I did just that, and I sold very little. And I think I spent the next 2 years flogging it off over the following summer or the following summer before. And that's when I realised that here in the UK, it just goes right out. And I can understand that because the heat, the longer days, people are outside, they're in the garden. They're just not crafting because I suppose it is, isn't it? It's a winter thing. There is something about it in being in Britain or wherever you are in the cold when it gets dark at 4 o'clock. There's nothing else to do, is there? To sit in front of the fire or in front of the telly or in front of the radio or YouTube with a vlog on and craft, because you don't feel guilty, you don't feel like you're missing out. So I soon learned not to get much yarn in at all over the summer. But I do get the odd customer coming in going, oh, what cottons have you got? So I decide to only get one collection. And this year, the collection is King Cole LINENDALE. And it's a very new yarn out. And let's go back to this one here. It is like a chainette yarn. It is mostly cotton, as you can see there, 57% cotton, 30% viscose, 13% linen. Now, is it me? I find this fascinating, everyone. Let me know in the chat with regard to branding and products. It's called LINENDALE. You would think it was pretty much linen, wouldn't you? And I just find this, I don't know whether it's clever or whether it's kind of naughty. Let us know what you think. Because if I bought that and I didn't look at the makeup until I got home, or until I was perhaps wearing it and I'd done it, and then I was like, oh, it's only 13% linen, but there's 57% cotton. I think this is where sometimes branding can really mislead you, or sell you something that you think you're getting, or sell you something that I just find that sometimes a little bit naughty, isn't it? But there we are. It's LINENDALE, 50% cotton, 30% viscose, 30% linen. And it is really nice, actually. We've had it knitted up already in the shop. We've got it as a shop sample. I haven't got it here. But it's I suppose because of that makeup, it's therefore it's got the advantages of each of those. Well, you've got the linen, the cotton, but also the man-made. We've had a chat about this before, what viscose is. It's like a form of rayon, isn't it? It's still a cellular fibre because it's from bamboo or eucalyptus, and it's then been man-made into a product, which is the viscose. So it's still using the elements, the best elements of a plant fibre. And I've got them in these colours. So let's go back to this one. You've got a turquoise, a lovely cornflower blue, and that actually is showing up a little bit lilac-y, but it is classic cornflower blue. This sage basil colour, and then the blackcurrant, which I've called it blackcurrant. I think it's, has it got an actual name? Or is it a number? Oof, Fizz like that one. I had a new in my ear. The raspberry, which is currently the best seller. Can I do that? So where's my phone? There you go. You can see that chainette quality, I think, if I get my finger there. Is she? Where's that? Hang on, just go to the comments. Oh my word. Now this is when we're on trend, everybody. Wow. And there we are. See, it is lovely, isn't it? A lot of my ladies who have just started knitting with it. Irene knitted it for, let's come back to my slides keep changing. Oh my word, under 5 minutes to go. Sorry. Irene, when she knitted the shop sample, she said it was actually very, very nice to knit with. And also, Sue whispered in my ear, let's go to this. Because Sue watches Rebecca Clow, Kriabia. Anyone watch her on YouTube? Her knitting podcast. And they're now doing the Tulsa tea. Is that right, Sue? Oh, look. Yeah, see, everyone is posting at the right time. This is brilliant. Sue says, I've just cast on the Tulsa tea in Linendale. Not sure I'd call it chain. I'm pleasantly surprised. It's not split either. Yeah, I don't... The companies call it a chainette. I'm just going to... Is it lightly spun? It is actually really lightly spun. Let's go to this shot. Look at that. It's 2-ply. But, oh, my fingernails. I was out in the garden, sorry. But each ply has a billion little plies in there. And if I go back to this one again, and Sue was watching them talk about it, that everyone was going to be knitting in the knit along using Sadner's yarn, Lena. And it's exactly the same makeup, bar, 50, I can't remember, I've got to look closely at my monitor. They've got 53% cotton, we've got 57, 33% viscose to 30, and 14 linen, 13 linen. This is the thing with many yarns. Maybe they're from the same factory, who knows? But Linendale will therefore be more affordable for you. You know, a couple of quid, and how much? One, if my maths, 4.50 and 3.40. Is that £1.10? But it's just another option for you that you don't have to. There we go. Let's go back to that one. This is the Ravelry bit. Who's a Ravelry fan? I know Sue's a Ravelry fan. Go to Ravelry, put Linendale in, then click on projects, and then you get to see everyone's makes. Now, I did say to you, the raspberry is the best seller, and that's not surprising because look, they're all on Ravelry too. But look at this one. So if you don't want to do the classic patterns, because King Cole do patterns, where are they? I did have them here somewhere. Oh, there they are. King Cole do some really, I have to say these are quite modern. Sometimes they could look a bit dated, but these are fabulous. I'll put the number in so you could Google the number. This is the one we had for the shop sample, and it's got this lovely little bit of lace work. But as I say, if you don't want to do that, you can then go back to Ravelry, put it in, go to projects like I've done on the toolbar there, and you can then search through for different patterns. And you might go, oh, that's really nice. So, and you could just keep seeing, look, there's the raspberry again. What one have they done? They have done, oh, look at that. And then you get all the information. Oh, that's another King Cole one. Look, 5989. So it is really, really useful. So that's another way of finding patterns out too. And April says, I am knitting a Tulsa tee too in cotton merino blend. It's a big knit along, isn't it? I can't wait to see Sue's. So you'll have to bring it in. Sue's going to come in Saturday. So you'll have to bring it in so we can see what it feels like and how it's doing. Karen says, 20 seconds, love Ravelry, and Lois, I like it's invaluable, isn't it? Absolutely invaluable. Well, here we go. 10 seconds, everyone. I need to push a button to release it on my website. We're going to do a countdown. Here we go. 5 seconds. Come on, what do you all shout out? 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Off we go. There we are. Get your Lavenham Blue. It's there, released for you all. If you want the Lavenham Blue 2024 collection, cool, that sun is really beaming in, isn't it? Look. I feel like I'm in a catalogue. Where should I go? I need to go this way. There we go. I'm out of it there. The sun is in my eyes. If you want the Lavenham Blue 2024 collection before anyone else, you on YouTube get it. Obviously, yes, our members had a sneaky 2-week pre-order, and then it goes to you, and then I take it to the shop on Wednesday. Whatever is left from you, it'll go to the shop Wednesday. Remember, never feel pressured. Doesn't matter. It is quite, what would you say? We're trying to use the word not expensive. What's the posh word for it? Because obviously expenses, money is different for different people. It's a niche product. What's the word? James, you've got a shop. help me out here. It may not be everyone's price point because it's so unique. But it's if you want it, you know you can click on it. Obviously, don't click now. Do it at 9 o'clock when we finish. Premium. That's the word. A premium product. Oh, I love it. And you beat James to it too. Oh, of course, James. Absolutely. People think we just turn up and do this show, but no, I love doing it. We plan it, we prepare it, we then tech it on Friday. Should we do it again? Should we do it? Do you want to see it? They're everywhere. And we chatted with Fizz, we teched the clock, all these things, because we want to give a show to you too. And I think you know how much we love doing it and giving you proper content. I know there's all different types of content on YouTube, but I hope we're something special because we love giving you the show and love talking about all things yarn. Right, there we go then. It's time for the gallery then. So this is where you sit back, you kick back, relax, with your drink nearby. What have you got? A nice summer drink? I've got some water, so I'm going to have a slug of that. I had some Prosecco earlier in the garden. Let us know afterwards what drink you watch. Let us know in the comments what drink you have whilst you sit back and watch the amazing work. All these finished objects appeared over the last month, and here they are just for you. Enjoy. Oh, it's wonderful, isn't it? Some stunning, stunning makes there. And from people all around the world. I love it. If you have a finished make and you are an Instagrammer, then all you have to do is tag us in your picture, or you can tag us in your description. I know some people are precious with their descriptions. Then why not just tag us in the chat, in the comments section? Or you can email, because I know some people aren't on Instagram, don't do Instagram. So you can email them to me. Mary, I'm speaking to you. When you finish yours. And some people do email them to me, and then I compile it all. And as you see there, Fizz puts all in the chat too. But if you want more details, then all you have to do is go to thewoolpatch.com/gallery. And then I put all the details of everyone's post there. So if you did see a pattern that you liked, but you're like, oh my word, I want that yarn, then fingers crossed, you go to my page, the gallery, scroll in appearance order, and then you'll find the one you like, and you can probably bet your bottom dollar that the poster has then said this pattern is this yarn is this, and maybe even some notes. I think you were saying, Fizz, weren't you, that some people wrote quite a lot on some of the descriptions, didn't they? So some you get a lot of description, but right. Fizz is saying sometimes there wasn't a pattern name. But do you know what? The beauty of Instagram is someone knows. So you can message me or email me and I'll find and hunt it out and find that pattern name if it's not there. But most people, when they post on Instagram, they'll say the pattern name and the yarn name and the designer name, and you get a whole host of information. Some people just want the pattern. Some people go, oh, I want that yarn. They don't care about the pattern. And that's what's so good about the gallery. It's about sharing the projects, sharing other makers out there, designers, yarn shops, yarn companies. But do you know what? It's about showing off the amazing talent of you all. As a teacher, the teacher in me always wants to do that. We did it all the time with our pupils, and you tell them well done and it boosts them, and then they feel good, and then they'll go off and do more work and work even harder. And it's the same with us. We shouldn't just stop praising just because we turn adults. So the gallery is about blowing our trumpets. Now let's see what you drunk during that, shall we? Oh, exclusive. That's another good word. So we've got premium and exclusive. Must remember that. Thanks, Christine. Right, Fizz, write that down. Note for self. Right. Where are we? Oh, the Lavenham Blue. How many grams per hank? Very good question. I did find out. It was on my phone, so I can't confirm because my phone is the top-down camera. I think, if I remember rightly, it was 220 meters. Okay. 220 meters. But I think it actually says it on my website. Does it say on my website? Fizz, have a look, click the link. I think I put it on the website, actually. Give Fizz to do the work. I'm a James to drink. I'm on Doom Bar. Oh, is that a drink? Or are you doing something else? Or are you on a... I've not heard of that one. James, it's breakfast to one here. So it's... Ooh, gumboot tea. Lovely. Oh, yes, it's early, yeah. Tonic water for Bertie and Poppet. Karen, I've been working all weekend in a hot marquee, so I'm enjoying a chilled Prosecco, or definitely make it too. When I finish here, I said, let's go out in the garden. Because normally, like in autumn or winter in January, straight to bed at 10 o'clock. Whereas now it's like, no, let's go and sit out in the garden and catch the last few rays. Sugar-free strawberry water. Mm. Did you make that yourself? Mm. Oh. That's because I haven't released the film. So Fizz has just gone on to check my website, and I haven't even put it on there. I will put it on there. I think it's about 220 meters. I'm sure I've got that in my head. There we are. Look, we're all so prepared, and I didn't even think about doing that. Hey, Sheila. Gin and tonic. Mm. Let's have a quick look through. Yes, wasn't it? Very much so, Margaret. Oh, and see, look. Yeah, that's what I love it for. The skills, the expertise, and it doesn't matter if you're a beginner or if you've been knitting or crocheting or sewing for years. Everyone's at a different point in their journey, and we celebrate that no matter what. Oh, Cornish Real Ale. Margaret's on the port. Oh, Disaronno, yes. Oh, will I want one of those? No, I think I'll want something long and refreshing like a Prosecco. If you're at home watching on Catch Up, what have you got there now? Pop it in the comment section. Always nice to read a couple of weeks later when I go through. Oh, by Volvic. Oh, lovely. Right, let's go through to some whips. We normally do news, but there was no news. There was nothing that came up over the last month. So I thought, well, let's have a look at my whips because we've got quite a few of them. Now, if you were watching last month, we told you about the Shetland Wool Week 2024 pattern of the whole week. They do one every year, the hat pattern, and this year it's the Albra Turi. And I did a bit of Googling because I didn't know what a Turi was. And it's Scottish for like a beanie or the little bobble at the end. So there we are. But this really popped out at me because I've seen the patterns over the years. But when I was shown this, I think Jimbo, you were talking about it. Was it Jimbo? I'm sure it was. And I went, oh, look at that crown. And crowns do it for me, for hats. No matter how nice the design is at the side, if the crown and those decreases are a bit not interested, I'm a bit of a snob like that for hats. This crown, when you look at that, it's phenomenal. So let's go to my phone. My project bag from Kiwi James. Thank you very much. Brilliant. See, look at that. Isn't it brilliant? Now, let me just say first of all, oh, thanks, Fizz. Let me just say first of all, this is my first attempt at Fair Isle. Fair Isle is 2 colours on 1 round. Not 3, not 4. Classic Fair. So you call that colour work, but Fair Isle, 2 colours on each round. So it's my first attempt. Now, I thought I would also, because it's my first attempt, the body has nothing to compare it to. So when I teach knitting and I get customers come in and say, oh, but I'm left-handed, I go, it doesn't matter. I'm just teaching you to knit. You learn to knit. You use both hands. You've got nothing to compare it to, so it doesn't matter. So you learn that one way. Well, it's the same with Fair Isle in that respect. I thought I'll learn the two-handed way rather than doing it British throwing way first. So let's go back. I'll try and pull the microphone over. So the classic way would be to have your throwing hand, English, throwing, British throwing, is that what they call it? And you would, where's my marker? I've lost my marker already. There we go. I'll find out. You would knit, throw, drop, pick up the next one, which is your purple. And then you would pick up your purple. And I thought, no, I'm going to... Oh, there's my camera over there. I thought I'll try it because I don't want to keep getting my balls twisted because that's a pain, isn't it? Having to keep unraveling them. So I thought I will knit British, English throwing with that hand, and I'll teach myself continental picking with the left hand. So I'm going, say I'm doing blue, throw with the blue, over, pick with the purple. Pick with the purple. And, oh, you can't see me, but you can hear me. And it's, I've used half of the hat. Let's do this and this. Can I do that? I've used half of the hat, or most of the hat, to do that. And I think I might have been a bit, the purple might have been a bit tight. Can you see here? I've clearly got a bit of bunching going on because obviously my strand of the red going over to there, which is only 3 stitches, I've obviously not left a long enough float, so therefore it's been a bit too tight and it's bunched it out. But I think I might be able to get that blocked flatter so you could then see the ram's head better. And there is the ram's head. Ah, look at that, everyone. How topical as well of a Pride Tory hat. But as you think, oh, Fizz has told me it will block out. Okay. But as I've gone on, I have tried to get a little bit looser. And I think from here onwards, where I've started the crown, it looks a bit flatter. Well, maybe there's a bit of tightness going on that row. But certainly the blues... And I've now done it so much. So remember, I didn't know. I have never used this skill before. My hands are now getting to the point. Where's my purple? That I can actually go quite quick. So shall we ever go? When I say quite quick. Right, get my little finger around there. There. And it's actually and there's no twisting. I never have to twist my balls. So, look, blue, purple, blue, pick. So I'm throwing and I'm picking, throwing and picking. And I'm now up to the decreases. Let's go back to here. I'm now up to the decreases. And I have to do a slip one, knit one, and then pass those 2 slip stitches over, which I think is a common thing with Stephen West patterns. I've never done it's a 2 left-leaning decrease. I've never done it before ever. Are there any tips? Because I feel my left-leaning decreases, they look a bit left-leany. Now, I have been yanking them to make my left-leaning decrease look a little tighter. But I don't know whether there's any tips. So if you can give me any tips for a 2 left-leaning decrease. I know, Jimbo, you've actually done this. You saw it in the gallery, you see. It's all properly planned, isn't it? Jimbo, maybe you can give me some hints. Let's go to the chat and see what's going on. Hello. See, we're getting people coming in all the way through. Hey, RS Productions. Good to see you. James, something I hope we never hear, Stuart. Right, swiftly moving on. Oh, thank you, Mary. Now, I just went through my stash to look at the colours. It's a whole new world doing colour choices, getting contrast, working out whether there's going to be enough contrast. There perhaps wasn't enough contrast between my purple and red, but down here, I'm really pleased with it. The yellow and the blue work, perhaps not so much with the green, And that's where the red to the purple doesn't perhaps work so well. On the original, I think is it bright pink? It works a treat. Yeah, bright pink on the bottom. But there we are. It's all about having fun. And I knew it was Pride, so I purposely chose the Pride colours. So that'd be my first one. Oh, right. Now I'm catching up. Oh, dear. James, good on you, Stuart, for trying a new technique. I twist my balls with each colour. Change it. Well, that's the thing. It is slow going. Now I don't have that problem at all. And I'm kind of learning that continental style. I don't want to change to a continental knitter. I love my throwing, but for Fair Isle I can now do it, and that picking certainly saves time. Mary says, tried this, Stuart, and my left hand was tighter tension, so ended up right, okay. Yes, because I think I'm pulling it, aren't I? And that's probably why. So when I hold my yarns, yeah, so it's pulling that across, hence the bunching there. So that's homework for me to work on my tension. Right, and the second one is the Yume. Now, this is wonderful. This is from Marcus, and that's maku.knits on Instagram. It's a polo top, very much in the style of 1970s. Very fine jersey knitted fabric tops. So it's kind of figure hugging with a bit of elasticity there because it's rib and a polo top. And I'm doing it in the lovely Quattro. I've chosen pistachio. He did it in denim, and I thought, do you know what? That's just been done before, hasn't it? It's just too classic, and I do love blue, but yeah, let's have a change. And I'm using this Quattro Lang. It's a sport weight. It's beautiful, and I'm now stocking this in the shop. It will be on the website soon. A lovely bog standard mercerized cotton. This is what Colin did my Shawn Mendes flower shirt that we had on the show last month. And it's wonderful. Let's just quickly show you. I haven't done much. I've only just started. It's start at the back. And there's that lovely sort of a big broken rib. You have 3 knits, and then you have that broken rib where you have got a knit and a purl. So there is a little bit of elasticity, but it's not taking it right in like a normal rib would do. And what's interesting about this one, if I go to this slide, where is it? You. And let's do this. It's a fascinating construction, as it says there. It's knitted from top to bottom, and you start at the back neckline, and you're going back and forth, so just flat knitting for the moment. And you're going to go right down to the armhole at the back. And then during the process, the shoulder and armhole is shaped with increases. The stitches for the front are picked up from the shoulder slope, and then the right sides and the left sides are worked separately until the neckline opening is completed. And then I've got to do the collar, which is knitted around. The neck opening is finished. Wish me luck. Because I didn't read the pattern to start with. I just liked the pattern and did it. Yes, Fizz. Oh no. Come on, let's do. Can we do a quick poll? Can I? How do I? Oh, right. No, I can't do a quick poll. YouTube is not that functional. Let us know in the comments if you read your pattern all the way through before you start a project. So put in reader. If you're a reader, write reader. If you don't, just go nope. Let's see how many nopes we've got. So Fizz, you're clearly a reader then, yeah? Oh, you skim. You absolutely. Well, that's like me. I read the first page and I went, lovely, I'm going to cast on. That's all I'm doing. Rob Seattle, who often joins us, he messaged me on Instagram and said, good luck for the neck. I'm like, Not even there yet. I'm not even thinking about it. I'm happy enjoying my backwards and forwards back. But yes, if 'cause sometimes if you read the pattern all the way through, it could put you off, and you don't want that, do you? So let us know if you're a reader or a nope. Good. I can see the nopes coming in already. Nope. No. Oh, Margaret, knew you'd have been a reader. Gizmo, hey Gizmo, read it. Nope. Oh yes, well, Jan's a read. Oh, I did that. Fizz was just telling me in my ear when you should be a reader because you do all the questions, and then question 50 is, if you've read all the questions, you can leave. Well, I did that sneakily with my A-level students to teach them that very lesson. They weren't happy with me because no one read. I only gave them 10 questions and I spaced them all out. And I think I put 5 on the first page, 5 on the second. And I watched them all turn the page, and we were in the lesson for an hour and a half. And it got to about an hour when someone clearly got to question 10, which said, if you've read all the way through, you can leave. They didn't forgive me for a few weeks. Right, who else is a non-reader? Dinky, Michelle. Oh, we did this one. Jan's a reader. RS Productions, nope, good. Karen, no chance. Yes, absolutely. You do just want to do that. Maybe it's different from sewing, but then I still don't know it was sewing either. Never bothered to read it through. Brilliant. Oh, I knew you'd be, Sue. Of course you would be. You're too good. Nope. Reader. Right, Fizz, can you work out the percentage there? Can you? Is that 60-40? Do you think? Wouldn't a former teacher? Yes, but James. We teach, we preach how you should do it. Also, I was drama and art, and there's no fun in doing all that reading, is there? I want to do it. I want to do it. Oh, right, okay. I'll take that as a note then. I only read the next bit. That's the same. Yes. Now, what you can't do with drops is do that with a drops pattern, because you always get that later on, whilst at the same time doing. Who's been caught out with that? Mary, oops, I wasn't criticising your knitting. Oh, no, I knew what you meant. No, it's nothing, no problems whatsoever. James is a skimmer. Sometimes set. Oh, do you? I like this. That's proper work. Okay, I'll bear that in mind when I get to the neck bit. Sue's a reader. Good to see you, Roo. Hey, Shari. Sometimes a reader, but still gets surprised. Yeah. Nope. Good, Mary. You're a nope too. Oh, there's more nopes. There's definitely more nopes. No, I don't read. Brilliant. I love that. Okay, I haven't got my pen. Have I got my pen here? Will it work? No, I think it's run out of back. Will it work? No, it won't. I was going to get my magic pen out. So Fizz is telling me Mia, 10 nopes. What's the rest? Oh, you cut out. Say it again, Fizz. 10 nopes, 4 readers, 4 skimmers, but skimmers, come on. So there's definitely more nopes there. Brilliant. Hey, Antonio, no problems with that. Good evening to you. You can come anytime. It's great to see you. We were just talking about reading patterns. When you get a new knitting pattern or a crochet pattern, do you just get to the first part, which is what I did, and start knitting no matter what? Or do you sit and go, I'm going to read this pattern through, all 6 pages of it. Right, now I'll start. Most people here are nopes. Just that I'm starting this Hume that you can see up there, and a friend, Rob Seattle, who's often on here, has already said, oh, good luck with the neck. So I was like, don't tell me. I'll panic about that when I get there. Right, what's coming up next, Fizz? Let's look at. Well, I got carried away. Let's look. Oh, we've got to talk about needles at the ready. Yes, because If you watch Needles That Are Ready, they do a podcast, a chatty podcast, the two of them, and they'll talk about all their projects. Well, every year they have a Let's Hear It for the Boys. Do, 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 do. And they are where you do a boys pattern, or you just picking up patterns for men, or it might be a boy man male presenting designer, and they're doing that again. So if you watch them, then you might do the you, but I'm doing it, and that's what I'm going to be knitting along for their Let's Hear It for the Boys project. And they've got a hashtag, which I think is Let's Hear It for the Boys. And if that's of any interest to you, then join in with them, because you might have a cast on that is for you as a male knitter, or that is a designer of male knitters. So it might be something you're interested in. You can get all the details on their latest podcast. And it's right at the beginning, because I know they're long, but it's within, Sue's already told me it's within like 3 minutes. Okay. It's the charts, everyone. Are you ready for the charts, Fizz? Almost. I'll fill for a bit longer. The charts. Oh, look, well, we were on schedule, but obviously since the clock has stopped. But we normally finish the show with the charts. We've got the charts and a quick chicken update, so don't go too soon. And I know I will finish within like 10 minutes, because I want to get out in the garden and watch the sunset. We do a top 10 look at what's hot right now of the knitting charts and the crochet charts. We always start with the crochet, and we always do it around this time on a Sunday evening. It's fascinating to see what everyone is looking at. And it's done with an algorithm, and it's basically clicks on what people are looking at. So let's take, are you ready now, Fizz? Yeah. She's ready. Let's take a look at the crochet charts top 10 hot right now patterns. Crochet charts, a bit of a naughty one there at number 2. I had to blot it out, but you can read what it actually says. I'm sure you already know if you go and have a look. So that's the current what's hot right now. Let's do the knitting, and then we can talk about the chicken update, Chickenopolis for our Olympi hens. Right, Fizz, let's go to the knitting charts, the top 10 knitting patterns hot right now. There we are. I just quickly ran around the room to get the chickens. Some brilliant patterns there. Anything that catch your eye? If it did, you can go into the comments where Fizz has posted the links. If not, I post those videos separately later tonight, tomorrow morning, so you can then just scroll into the description, find the pattern you like, and it will take you straight there. Because the thing with the Hot Right Now pattern charts is they change quite quickly. I'm sure if you go there now, then the crochet one actually doesn't tend to change that quick, but the knitting one can, and one pattern that was there like 3 hours ago will be then perhaps number 20, because it's gone by what's literally what people are looking at. Some tend to stay, like the ranunculus. It's more often than not always being looked at in some way or form. The same as the chickens, which actually we haven't seen. I don't think we've seen for a couple of weeks, so maybe that's dying a death now. But it's a great way of seeing what's on trend, what is current. And you find that if you want to do that, go to Ravelry, click on the top, there's a drop down, because normally I think it'll show you the best match straight away, but there are so many different filters that you can search for. I think like if you search most popular, it's the same ones there all the time, and it'll be the makes and the people, the designers that you expect. Anyway, let's go to the chickens. Chickens have been phenomenal. You have blown me away with how you've taken this under your wing and you've got involved. When I first thought about the idea, I thought, all right, let's just turn my music down, my DJ skills. When I first thought of the idea was when we had our Easter display. And then I was planning future window displays, and I suddenly thought, Olympics. Why don't we celebrate the Olympics with the emotional support chicken, where we use the nation's flag design in the chicken? And then I thought we'd ask you to join in. Well, I thought I might get 20 or 30. No. Do you know the latest figure now? Come on, shout out a number. Let's see. Can you get a number in your head? Fizz, what are you going to shout out? 95 chickens. Well, we have got a whopping 97 chickens signed off on the list. And the list is still available because the Olympics don't start till the end of July. So if you want to make another one or make one, you can. If you've already made one and you're abroad and you've sent it to us, please don't make another one, because you've spent so much already on shipping. And you have been amazing, those people from abroad. But let's take a look at a few, because they are phenomenal. Right, let's this one here. We haven't got Margaretta. Margaretta is normally in on the chat, and I'm sure if you're watching on Catch Up Margaretta, this is for you. This came from Margaretta in Germany. She chose Great Britain. Look at this. And because she's German, she's given it a classic Bavarian hat with a real chicken feather. She said it was uncanny. When she got her eggs, when she was finishing a box of eggs, there was a chicken feather in it, and that's it. How wonderful is that? So that's from Margaretta from Germany. And it came stuffed. And it came stuffed with extras too. I got some chocolate and some proper German fizz. This is fizzy lemon and fizzy lime. Obviously the chocolate's already been eaten. I could do with that this evening when I go out in the garden. It's phenomenal, Margaretta. Absolutely brilliant. And then Jan's still here, I think, in the chat. You were here earlier. Jan sent this through the post, and I can finish him off. I can stuff him a bit more and then sew him up. And this is, what do you guess? You guessed right. Netherlands, Holland. There we are. Fabulous. This is crocheted. Thanks, Jan. I shall finish him off during the week. Fizzes came in the post. I got a glorious little treat as well. You all send me treats. I love it. Fizz, as only Fizz can, brilliantly organised. Look at that. I've got Yemen from Fizz. But it was the packaging that just made me smile more, because it's, as you would expect, nothing less. Look, I've got another little pack. It'll focus on my face, won't it? Look, yarn for sewing. And then I've got all the pieces with a little post-it note in there too. Here we are. It's Fizz. Oh, Fizz, that's so soft. There we are. There's Yemen. Do you want to see another amazing one as well that came stuffed from Dawn, who visited the shop? Dawn from Suffolk. Oh, let's do it this way. Look. G'day. Gonna throw a shimp on the old Barbie. Look. Let's do it on the top down one. Oh, no, there we go. The music's gone, though. Look, real corks. Oh, where's my chicken one gone? Where's my mouse? That's the thing, when I go from one thing to another, chicken, there we go. This is from, all the way from America. Can you believe that? From Zach. Zach, how cool is that? Another crochet one. Look at these stars and stripes. Don't focus on my face. Come on, camera. Isn't it amazing? Zach, you can find him on Instagram. He might come back to YouTube, actually, because he was a YouTuber. And then we've also got Finetta popped into the shop. Finetta's in the village. Jamaica. It's amazing. Absolutely amazing. So I have got now, I think, 40. There's all the others still down there. Karen, yours is still here. Karen from Wigan. Still here with New Zealand. It's phenomenal. Fizz has put all the links in the chat, so you can sign up if you wish to make one. If you are abroad and you want to send it, by all means, send it completely fat. Perfect model example of Fizz. Saves a bit of postage. But some of you have just been lovely and stuffing them and then putting extra goodies in the parcel. You're really getting in with the fun. It's so from the end of July for the whole of August they're going to be in the window, and we're going to try and work out to do something in the village too, maybe like a how many chickens can you find hunt the Olympi hens, can you work out what country they're from as well, what the flag is. We've got something like that in the in the pipeline, so we'll see, but thank you. It's all good fun. Life's too short, isn't it? You just want to have a bit of fun, and you have signed up to that fun in your droves, and it really means a lot to me, to the passerbys, and to retail life, how to show how a shop can work by its community, and that community can be close and it can be far, and that's the wonders of YouTube and how it all works. Especially down to those who are shop supporters too, W's, or you that just turn up. I'm just going to try another little. Remember before, I normally try an ad before we finish. Well, I've figured some settings out, and it should work now. So I'm going to press the ad button, because remember, the ad revenue also helps to pay the bills. And I've got a fair bit more money from ad revenue because of our unpicked shows, because the Sewing Bee is on. And I know many of you have been watching our unpicked shows with Ting. He's feeling a lot better now because he's had a bit more sleep. Not so. And then with Carol too, Master Tailor Couturier. And it's really helped, as I say, that ad revenue comes in and it's paid for more than just the internet bill this month, which has been really good because it does get quite tight. So another way of the YouTube community all helping. So you all are helping retail in your own little way, even just by watching. Doesn't matter if you skip the ad. But I'm going to push the button now and let's see if we get an ad. I pushed the button. Some of you might get an ad. Some of you may not. I'm going to keep chatting for a little while, but you're not missing out on anything because it's the end of the show. It's been a brilliant show. Let's go outside and have a half hour, 3/4 an hour in the garden if you're in the UK. If you're anywhere else and you're watching on catch up, hope you enjoyed the show. I'm kind of slightly glistening. I am a little bit hot now. It's been a great show. It's been a great Pride show. James, yes, now that is something to cluck about, isn't it? Lois, you thought we'd have 120. Well, you never know. We might get there. Dinky Craft says, I've made 2 chickens. Might make a third, but setting them soon. Brilliant. That's so cool. Well, if you make a third, that might push us over. Karen, you were... Did I say 98? No. What did I say? I said 97. Oh, you were close. Yes, the hat is brilliant. Yeah, aren't they just fantastic? Yes, she is indeed. Absolutely. I've kept it here. It's great. Planning the window display. We're going to do a fun little one-off window display this Saturday. Sue's going to come in and help us because the local village magazine want to come and take a photo. It's brilliant. Mary, thanks, Stuart. Really enjoyed this. Went by so quickly. I know. Well, 15 minutes longer too, but yeah, it's a little treat. Oh, Margaret didn't get an ad. Bertie and Poppet, I sent mine 10 days ago. Hope she hasn't got lost. Oh. Did you send yours flat or stuffed, Jill? No ads. Thanks for another. Oh, does it matter? But does it matter if you've got an ad? Because some of you get ads all the time anyway. So YouTube is very clever on how it shows it and how it does. Thank you for your time. Absolute pleasure. So we'll have in 2 weeks' time, we'll have our subscriber show for you who are shop supporters, and thank you if you have joined up as a shop supporter. As I say, it doesn't matter. We've all got our different things that we do. As I say, coming in to watch the show as a watcher is still just as good. But we'll see you in 2 weeks' time for a shop supporter, and then a month will be the end of, where are we? It'll be end of July. Oh, will we have the chicken window display up by then? We'll have to look at the dates. I'll speak to Fizz and see. July the 25th could be up by then. Fizz has just told me in my ear. Oh well, thanks. I shall have a look. Which country was it? Maybe I just haven't. Maybe I've got it here and I've forgotten, Jill. But I've been very thorough. I've been writing everything down because I've been really conscious. Let me know. Thanks, everyone. Go outside if you're in the UK. Enjoy the last bit of beautiful sun. And we shall see you next month or next fortnight. It's been a great, great show. Cheers, everyone. Thanks, Fizz. Thanks for all your time. Cheers. See you. Bye.